The Picture of Dorian Gray follows a young man named Dorian Gray whose beauty is so striking that people become obsessed with him. A painter named Basil Hallward creates a portrait of Dorian, and Basil believes Dorian represents everything pure and perfect. But Dorian is also influenced by Basil's friend, Lord Henry, a charming man who convinces him that youth and pleasure are the only things that matter. When Dorian sees his finished portrait, he panics at the idea of growing old. In a moment of desperation, he makes a wish that the portrait would age instead of him and that he could stay young forever. The wish comes true. Dorian remains physically flawless, but the portrait begins to change. Every cruel choice, every lie, and every selfish act leaves a mark on the painting, turning it darker and more corrupted. Dorian falls into a life of pleasure without responsibility. He breaks hearts, ruins lives, and becomes known for scandal, but his face stays angelic. The turning point comes when he cruelly destroys the actress Sybil Vane, who truly loved him, and she dies because of it. Dorian feels guilt, but instead of changing, he hides the portrait and keeps sinking deeper. Years later, Basil confronts him, begging him to repent. Dorian shows him the portrait, and in a moment of rage, he murders Basil. The portrait grows even more monstrous. Dorian becomes paranoid, haunted by his actions, and realizes he can't escape the truth of who he has become. In the end, he tries to destroy the portrait to erase his sins, but the knife strikes back. Dorian is found dead, old and ruined, while the portrait returns to its original beauty. The Picture of Dorian Gray is a story about vanity, temptation, and how you can't live without consequences forever. If you could stay young forever, what would it cost you?